One of the most frequent questions we get asked by organizations and associations is, how do you stay relevant? How do you stay ahead of the curve in very fast-moving times? And of course, it may help to remember that right now there is no more status quo. There's no more predictable patterns in business. And actually, research confirms really what most people suspect, and that is continuous change is the new normal in business. Now, the good news that we tell people is that even in today's highly disruptive, fast-moving world, innovation is just another word for improvisation. And actually, anybody can adapt to these new or novel problems or unforeseen events in the same way that leading innovators do, and that is, you just have to study the problems that you're confronting, brainstorm original solutions to them, and then steadily keep trying and improving these strategies as you go. In fact, all you got to do to stay ahead of fast-moving times and fast-changing times is change with them, because really, if you want to future-proof yourself, you're just talking about trying and planning in advance and being a little bit more flexible. In fact, organizations like Amazon and Google, they just create competitive advantage by constantly experimenting with and learning from new ideas. They have a portfolio of strategic bets that they're always playing. They're always coming up with and inventing new things, especially when times are good. They're always exploring new directions. So whichever way the future moves, they're set to move with it. And individuals can succeed more frequently by thinking fast on their feet and resiliently forging ahead despite setbacks. It's not about having greater IQ. It's not about being smarter. It's not about having more inborn talent. It's about being more open-minded with experimenting with new solutions and constantly pushing ahead. Because what you find is that today, winning really isn't about having more resources. It's about being more resourceful. And getting ahead is not about being a genius, but rather more ingenious instead. So if you want to succeed and stay ahead of fast-moving, unpredictable environments, you really have to constantly find the courage to take chances and keep moving forward. Because in uncertain times, people really want to be risk-free, right? But instead, you can create competitive advantage by being risk-averse instead, and that's a very different concept. You got to recognize that change is coming, and that means that you have to change as well and make some very smart, calculated, cost-affordable bets and constantly be playing them. And these bets can help you gain the insights, the talents, the capabilities today that you know are going to be in demand tomorrow. So whatever your stated goal is, just pick that portfolio of promising growth activities that you can try and explore, right? You can launch a new product line, you can relaunch an existing one, you could attend night school, or you could take online computer programming courses. Just start pursuing these activities immediately. What you don't want to do is sit still while times, trends, and competitors are also evolving around you, because honestly, staying ahead of the curve simply means planning for it, adapting, and constantly preparing and playing this portfolio of bets in advance. It's really easier than it sounds as long as you're constantly staying in motion.